Hey guys, welcome back. Subs and Paws. How we doing today, guys? So I just wanted, I know you're seeing in the background, must have. This is good for every install. I wanted to show you guys some tools you're gonna need for your full car audio install, from your head unit to your getting inside your hood to your battery terminals, to opening up the parts on your car, the trim on your car, to taking off the trim in your car, to opening up your back seat or your, whatever parts of your car. You're going to need these tools ahead of time, so get them first before you start your install, because you don't want to get your head unit out and then find out that you need this certain tool or whatever. Each car usually has its own tools. There was a hex wrench I had to use on this install that we just did, and there was we had to use a ratchet, we had to use a bolt, nuts and bolts, all kinds of different stuff. So I brought some of the tools out with me. I know water, definitely one of them. So first and foremost, I would get a simple multimeter. You don't need anything special. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be super duper. Just something special so you can test for your ground. Your ground, when you test on your metal on your body, you set it to ohms. You set the multimeter to ohms, and you're going to test your 2 different points. You're going to test for, it should be 0.5 or less ohms. So 0.5 ohms or less, and that's a good ground on your car, okay? So we'll put that off for now. And so a simple pair of pliers. I like to use the ones with a little cutting tool there, because I use that quite often, cutting the speaker wire or crimping the wires, anything like that. Long needle nose pliers are always good. I use a pair of crimp pliers also. I don't know what the crimp pliers, I don't know what they're called, but I like to use these pliers also for squeezing the terminals and putting the connections together. These work great. Even squeezing the lug nuts for the lugs for the power wires. You have a wire that's this big, and you're squeezing the connections that are just as big as the wires. So you want to have a strong grip to really get that squeezed on really tight. So these always come in handy. I've used them on every install. Now this is a pair of speaker wire cutters. Now these are very good for just cutting speaker wire for 10 to 24 gauge. If it's any smaller than 10 gauge, or if it's any larger than 10 gauge or smaller than 24 gauge, gauge goes backwards if you didn't know that, meaning that 8 gauge would be smaller than 10 gauge, blah 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 blah, or larger, I'm sorry. So a simple pair of wire cutters. Now this is another simple pair of wire cutters that also has crimpers on here. Now I like to use these also if the wire is smaller. You can kind of go at an angle and rip up the wire, and it doesn't actually rip the wire, it just rips the plastic that's around the wire. And also use it as a crimping tool. Right here it has different sizes you used to crimp with. So these always come in handy, and it also has the wire cutter right there. Alright, so screwdrivers. Definitely get screwdrivers. Flathead, Phillips. Definitely have your screwdrivers handy. I don't like to use power tools during install. Power tools and trying to speed up the process, you end up with mistakes. So you don't want to have mistakes. Alright, so tools to take the trim off of your car. They sell little kits for like $5 at Five Below. Go to Five Below. Walmart in the electronics department, they're like $5. You get, maybe eight of these, different sizes, different things on them, and you use these to pull your trim. It goes right inside, and it comes off really easy. I'll show you guys on one of our other installs on one of our next videos. So we're getting towards the end of our tools here, and I always like to have a ratchet set handy. They come good for battery terminals. If you're taking off a bolt, a pre-installed bolt that's you want to use for your ground, it's great to have this around. And it also is a multi-kit too. If you got the multi-kit, I have screwdrivers, I have Allens, I have all the different size bolts here. So this always comes in handy. Great tool to have, great tools to have. So guys, we're gonna get this video together. If you haven't done it already, make sure you throw your thumbs up. Go down below, hit your subscribe button, guys. We'll be back with a ton more videos we're coming at with for you. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too, guys. So we'll be back, okay? Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace. Hey guys, welcome back. So this is going to be actually our next project. This is a 2009 Ford Fusion, and it's already driven by a YouTuber. We're gonna fancy his car up right now. We're gonna put ground effects on, and yeah. Jack got his
Underglow.
car jacked up right now.
I'll show you.
What do we got?
I don't know how close to get. We got the GOVEE RGBIC car underglow LED lights. They have 6 different brightnesses. You have it with the app or the controller. It goes along with musics.
So
there's 16 million different colors. Yep, you can use it with your voice. It'll voice activated.
Oh, nice.
I mean, you can get these either on Amazon or their official website. Same shipping. I got these in 2 days. It shipped the next day.
Nice.
It said it was going to be a little longer than it was, but it didn't. It came in yesterday. I thought it was going to come in July 5th. But
So this car comes with a 180 amp stock alternator, and we're going to try to utilize every bit of that. We're going to run some zero gauge from the front to the back. We already drilled a hole. See the drill on the ground there.
this is
Did we get
screwed
my
in.
bit out of there earlier, actually?
Huh?
The big bit, did we get that out of there? It's on the floor. Did I get it? Pick it up? The big bit?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I only see scraps. We got
So-
the drill, we got the screws. We're screwing them in this time. I did these before, but they were cheap ones, but these are the expensive ones, so we're drilling it in through the bottom of the car, so they're screwed up so they don't fall off. But when you use the app with these, there's so many different colors. I mean, I don't know if you're going to get a shot of it at night. Maybe
Oh,
not,
yeah, for sure.
Sometime
We'll get it, if it goes with the music too, we're going to get it going with the music.
Yeah,
So.
no, it goes along with the music. I
We'll
think
have
it
the
goes
whole
with that box
shebang.
in the middle, as long as it's like that. I think there's a mic in there.
Like Friday night, we'll go out over there in the parking lot and light it up.
These go all 4 in the back. There's one the other side and then the front and the back. But
All right, so we're going to get to work, and stay tuned. We'll be back.
get this one on.
All right, guys. So we just finished putting up one side. We put up one rail, the driver's side rail. You ran it through the body line on the car, the wire, so you really can't see it. Close the door there. Close your door. See if you can see the wire. No? Can't even see the wire.
Nope. But it
It's
goes around
right
here, all the way to the bottom to that.
right in that body line right there, and it goes underneath the rail right there. And at night, she gonna glow. All right.
We're gonna do the back. But, yeah.
So we're gonna get up doing the back, finish the other side of the rail, and get her glowing tonight. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're back at the project car, my daughter's boyfriend. I'm sponsoring him with a stereo. So we just got the in-dash. It's not a CD player, it's an MP3 player, Bluetooth, all that jazz. It's got backup stuff on it for your camera, all that, but we just got that installed. It was pretty straightforward. eBay sent us the wrong kit, so we're gonna have to get a new kit before we install it, like completely. We're gonna start doing the amplifier stuff right now to get the amp in. We already have a hole drilled up through the firewall. I don't know if you can see it up there. There's a white thing up there. I can't really see on the camera, but there's a white thing that I drilled, oh, right there. I drilled the hole. We already have this LED wire running through it. and we're gonna run the amp wires back right now. So we'll be back, guys, stay tuned. All right, guys, so back at the project car. I got a nice gash when I was putting the power wire on the battery.
Might have to blur that out.
We have the power cable attached to the fuse panel here. Run through the firewall down back there. And we haven't run it through the whole car yet. That'll be coming up in the future. But we got the wires in the back. We got our ground wire run so far. She came in at 0.4. And we got our remote wire we're running right now. Up to the front. We tested the ground with a multimeter. Came out at 0.4 like I just said. We got our fuse up front on our power wire. And we're gonna get the remote wire in and get ready to put the amp in. So that we're almost there. All right, guys. We'll be back real soon. Stay tuned. All right. So, there's the start.
Oh, yo, this looks sick.
Skar SVR-12.
Whoa.
All right, so I'm gonna go grab the box. We're gonna get some wire.
It's my first time seeing it too.
And we're gonna put her in. All right, we'll be right back. Stay tuned, guys.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Hey, welcome back. So I got a lot of questions. I don't know why, but people are asking me how to wire a dual voice coil subwoofer, how to wire them in series, how to wire them in parallel. So we're gonna give you a little tutorial here. So we have the negative wire. We're gonna go negative to negative. Now anything together is parallel, right? If it's running together, it's parallel. So we're gonna go negative to negative, positive to positive. Now this dual 2 ohm voice coil subwoofer is wired at 1 ohm, that's actually what we're gonna use. We're gonna use it at 1 ohm. If you wanted to wire it in series, you would take these off. And now this is a dual 2, so you could wire this dual 2 to 4 ohms. So you would only use 1 wire. You would go plus to minus, and then your speaker box, you would take your minus and plug it into the empty slot here, and your plus and plug it into your empty plus here. And that would be wired in series. And that would bring your dual 2 ohm voice coil subwoofer to 4 ohms instead of 1 ohm. So this is a dual 2 ohms. It has 2 voice coils. They're 2 ohms each. And we're gonna wire this to 1 ohm. All right, guys. So if you have any questions or comments, I am gonna do another video on how to wire the audio pipe TXX BCD4. I had a couple of questions about that because on one side it has a dual terminal and the other side it only has 1 terminal. We'll get to that in another video, guys. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're gonna be bumping soon.
Pause it.
All right, guys. So we just got most of the project done. We're gonna do some fine tuning and stuff. That was one of my boys. So we're gonna do some fine tuning and stuff. But I mean, we got it plugged in. We're gonna get it going and listen to it for the first time. So here we go. You can turn it up a little bit, maybe. A little bit. Be careful because it's gonna be deep. You can turn it up a little bit. Now this is the Skar SVR-12. Wait until you close the trunk. And I'll get once we get everything situated and all set up, I'll get my mini dB meter. I'll bring it in here and we'll check the dB for the speaker in the car too. And we're gonna be swapping out amps, swapping out subs. So right now it's just got the Harmony audio on the single Skar 12. Stay tuned, guys, because we'll be back. All right, so I'm in the back seat of the car. We just put the system in. This is the test 1 in the car. We got my son Aiden in the front.
The driver of the car.
Caleb, my daughter's boyfriend, in the front. Now I got my dB meter here too. So I saw 16. Aiden, hold that over by the windshield. Yes. Yeah, see, we're already jumping up. What's that say? 122 I saw?
Yeah, 119, 121, 121.9. Yeah, but just the highest is 121.9.
And what is this on right now?
Regular 14 with the loud off. So it puts a 9 with the bass on.
Okay, so hold on. And this is also, I have the back seat down. Hold on, I'm gonna try to put the back seat up. Okay. Back seat up. All right.
Push it back.
I'm not gonna push it all the way. Oh, maybe I will. Okay.
Now
What do you got now?
I'll put it to the windshield.
About the same?
Yeah. Oh, 122. It hit it.
Oh, 22.
122.2.
Yeah.
It went up a little bit.
Aiden, push it a little closer
Yeah,
to the
put it
windshield. Sound bounces off.
124.
Oh, 124?
127.
No,
So
it's
22 and a half.
Yeah.
Now, why don't you back it down and see what it does? Back the volume down and put the loudness on. See what that does.
It's hitting barely.
Well, there's no bass right now.
Fine.
Wait until the bass comes. Oh yeah, almost 24. You saw 25?
I saw 123. 123.0. Yep, 125.
So it's more loud with the loudness on.
Yep.
But you can't really hear the song. There's more bass.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw 123, 123.7.
122.7. Yep, 122.8, 122.4, yep, 130, 123.6.
So we got. I want to get to at least 130 in here. I think we're gonna try that other amp maybe.
It has hit 130.
All right, guys. I think we did our test. So with the back seat open, it didn't really. It made about an extra dB or two closing off the back seat, as compared to having the speaker open to the inside the car. So guys, if you haven't already, throw that thumbs up. Go down below, hit the subscribe button, guys. We'll see you back real soon. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace. Holy crap. It's moving for 6. Here we go. Here we go. Real-time power. All right, and the one last. So we saw 260 at 3 ohms, 41 watts on the high end, at 8.5 ohms. turn it down a little bit. But not a lot of power, but it's still going down there, which this amplifier should not be doing. All right, and our last. Congratulations!